Previously on One Life to Live.
Can you help me? Can you help me find my son?
Go ahead and say it. You want Blair.
I don't.
Want to love Blair.
Max will come crawling back to me.
And that's your revenge.
You think Sam's chasing
Not
your wife?
Sam.
It's Bo Buchanan.
I need to talk to you about us.
What do you want?
Whatever you're selling, we don't want any. I just came by to tell you what an idiot you are. Okay, bye-bye.
No, you know what, Kelly? I would actually like to hear this. Tell me, Sky, why am I an idiot?
Because you had this really great guy. This really smart, sexy, intelligent guy, and you just let him walk away.
Looky here, this groveling little love slave is trying to give me advice on men.
One man, Max. You didn't even fight for him. You played these stupid, petty games and drove him away, and to top it all off, you walked out on him. Okay, can I kick her out now? You don't deserve Max's love.
Oh, and you do?
Yes, I do. I know how to love him. I'd hold on to him and never let him go.
Well, I get it now. You lost him.
Expecting someone else.
Not really. Go on in. It's good to see you, Ma. And I knew you and Pa couldn't keep apart for long.
Oh, is he, sir?
He's lost without you.
Did he tell you that?
He doesn't have to. I can tell.
And can you also tell that he's sorry for what he did to Will and Jessica and wants to apologize and make amends? Oh, yeah, I didn't think so.
Then why are you here?
I'm here to talk to you. I thought that you should know that Ben Davidson knows that you're not my real son.
Oh, you had a bargain.
Bargain? What are you talking about?
What exactly did Ben say to you?
He didn't tell me anything. I told him. I left the mansion. I was very upset. I was in the Palace Bar. I said something aloud to myself, and he overheard me.
And how did he react?
Well, now that's the interesting part. He wasn't really surprised. What is up, Max? Have you got another little secret you're keeping from me?
Look, Ma, I swear...
No. Come on, don't swear. Not when you're lying and covering up.
Look, I know I've disappointed you in the past.
Yeah, well, just answer my question. What kind of a bargain did you make with Ben Davidson? If you have any other questions, you can ask Kevin. Okay, thank you. So you find any answers in the bottom of the cup?
Still haven't figured out all the questions.
But they're all about Renee, aren't they?
You know, I listened to her tell me how much it would mean to her to find a real son. Just so she could speak to him, touch him, just be his mother. I couldn't tell her the real son was sitting right next to her.
Oh, come on, it's not that simple, is it?
She was betrayed by Max, and now I'm betraying her, too, and that makes me no better than Max. I don't know, Blondie, I mean, do I have the right to keep Renee from knowing who her real son is, even though her son is me?
But you're telling me that your wife cheated on you with Bo Buchanan?
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, that's absolutely ridiculous. Actually, it's not ridiculous now. It makes all perfect sense. Oh, my God. There you were, seething with jealousy over the fact that your wife had a fling with Bo, and fate lands Bo's ex right in your lap. My God, you couldn't even planned it better.
No, you got it all wrong.
So what's the game plan here, Colin? What are you going to do? trade me for her?
I hadn't thought about that.
Well, it won't work. Oh, sure, Bo would love to rescue me, but not for the reasons you think. Not because he wants to pick up where we left off. There's someone else in his life now and has been for a long time. Bo has moved on.
Oh, yeah, he's moved on, all right. He's moved on to my wife.
You've been on my mind. A lot.
I've been thinking about you, too.
Well, the thing is, Melanie, I have feelings for you. Oh, God.
Well, that's a first. A guy tells me that he has feelings for me, and he starts to laugh.
No, I heard myself just now, and you know about Nora. Once I gave her a real hard time because she had said that she had feelings that she really couldn't put into words.
It's not easy sometimes.
No, it sure isn't.
Try anyway.
Okay, I don't know exactly what these feelings are, but I know they're there, and I know that they feel good. And I would like the chance to explore them.
What about Lindsay?
I do care about Lindsay, and I care about what happens to her, but I could never go back to the way things were between us. I told her.
She must have been devastated.
Well, she wanted to know, and she wanted me to be honest.
I hate to see her hurt.
Well, yeah, you're a good person, and you love your sister, and you never do anything to hurt her deliberately. I don't think you would ever do anything to hurt anyone deliberately.
If we explore any kind of a relationship, it's going to hurt her even more.
But if I never spoke to you again, if I never saw you again, that wouldn't bring Lindsay and me together again.
Did you tell her about us?
No. No, because it has nothing to do with where your sister and I stand right now.
I don't think she'd see it that way.
Well, I don't want this to be any tougher on any of us, but the more I get to know you, the more I want to know about you.
What do you want to know?
All kinds of things. What's your favorite music? What kind of food do you like? I could draw up a questionnaire.
No essay questions, please.
Okay. So, what is your take on these so-called feelings that I have?
I told you I would tell you the truth, and I will. I went to Ben Davidson to tell him that I was going to try to convince Asa to clear Will. And in return, I expected him to lay off of my family, and he agreed. When he told me he found out, that's the bargain I thought he broke.
You're lying, Max. My guess is the other way around. Ben pressured you into talking Asa to doing the right thing, and that makes Ben an even better man than I thought he was. Well, just so you know, I also asked him to help me find my real son.
I'm sure you'll jump right on it.
Nope. He said he did not want to have anything more to do with this family.
He's not going to rat me out to Asa?
And you know why? Because he doesn't want to see me hurt in the bargain. Can you imagine that? Everyone in this family is trying to destroy Ben, and he doesn't want to hurt me.
I don't want to hurt you either, Mom.
Yeah, well, you did. In more ways than a real son ever would.
I feel fine about keeping the secret from Asa because I'll never be his son. But Renee...
Let me ask you something. You've known for quite a while that Renee is your mother. Why is this bothering you so much right now?
Well, because she lost her faith in Max. I mean, before when she loved and accepted him, it seemed like a fair trade-off. But now it's like she lost her son all over again. I don't know, Blondie. I mean, am I being selfish, protecting myself in this secret for my own sake?
I know that you would like to tell Renee that she's your mother. Problem is you can't have it both ways, because if you tell Renee, she's going to tell Asa. I just don't see that Renee would be able to keep it from him. And she would be very happy. But I also know what it would cost you to have to acknowledge Asa as your father. Believe me, I know exactly what that would mean.
You know, I asked Renee what she would do if she ever found a real son. She said she'd apologize and try to make up for lost time. I couldn't help thinking what I would do for her in return.
How close were you with, well, your other mother, the woman who raised you?
I loved her, but she died when I was pretty young. I never really got the chance to let her know or show her how I felt.
I'm sure she knew.
I hope so. I keep thinking about what I would buy Renee for her birthday or next year for Mother's Day, you know, and all the things I could do for her if she really knew who I was.
It's very clear you want your mother in your life.
I'd love it. But I keep running into the same brick wall.
Asa.
The worst thing about my lies is that they hurt you. I've been a lousy son.
I can't argue with that.
But I'm going to keep fighting to deserve your love, if you have any left for me.
I have feelings for you, Max, but love, I think sometimes a little closer to hate.
Well, whatever it is, I know you love Asa. And I'm going to do everything I can to help you get through to him and make this right. Because I want you to come home.
For good it promises, Max.
I'm going to deliver on this one, Renee. Because nothing means more to me than being part of this family.
You've got your wish. You and Asa have each other.
No, that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be all of us. And I'm going to bring this family back together, starting right here, right now, and I'm going to get Blair back.
What about Sky?
She's gone. I threw her out.
I walked out on Max.
Really? Well, that's funny, Sky, because, see, I thought I walked out on Max. I wouldn't demean myself by staying in that madhouse another minute. See, I was right, Kelly. He doesn't want her. He wants me.
Oh, I may be out of that house, but not out of his life. Or yours. I'm gonna be watching every single move you make. Waiting for you to slip up and reveal yourself as the conniving, pathetic liar that you really are. And when you do, I'm gonna make sure that Max knows all about it. And then he's gonna be through with you for good.
Oh, I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you, because, see, you know, blue, it's just not really your color. Pa! Max kicked her out. Yes! Okay, I'm gonna get you packed up. Wait a minute, wait. I haven't unpacked yet, and I'm not going anywhere, I told you. Max has to come over here and beg me to come back.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. This isn't about your marriage or love. This is about getting revenge on Max.
Oh, you know, you can be as sarcastic as you want, but you're damn right about that.
That is not going to keep you warm on a cold winter night, okay?
My husband, for most of this winter, kept that tramp warm.
Blair, you just won. You asked him to dump Sky, and he did. Is that not what matters?
Yeah, it's what matters, because now she's not going to be there in my face messing up my plan.
Leave it alone. You just won. You got the guy.
Not yet. No. I told you, Max has to come over here and beg me to come back. Then, I know I got him.
So when did this grand passion between Laney and Bo start? I mean, I know for a fact the night of the train wreck, he was still trying to sort out his feelings for his ex-fiancée, Lindsay.
Oh, yeah? Because I happen to know for a fact that in early April, your ex and my wife were at the Cherryvale Inn. They had dinner, they danced together, and then they spent the rest of the night in a room upstairs.
Early April. Could it have been the same night? She said something happened, and I got the feeling it was good.
Oh, wait a minute. Same night as what?
None of your business.
If it has to do with my wife, it is my business. Look, despite my flings, I love my wife. I've always loved her.
Loving someone isn't enough when you hurt them over and over again.
Yeah, well, now she's hurt me. But I forgive her. Why can't she forgive me? I've changed. I just need the chance to prove it to her.
Some things are unforgivable.
Oh, please. Plenty of marriages survive infidelity.
Most don't. You can't ask someone to give you their love and trust, and then you go give yours to somebody else. Not unless you're prepared to lose them.
So that's how you lost Bo. Sam Rappaport came into the picture.
Why do I get the creepy feeling that you're trying to get the goods on Bo? I'm not going to help you.
You may already have.
Your so-called feelings for me are pretty much like mine.
That's good.
And I already like what I know about you. And I would like to know more. But I am married.
But you're separated and you filed for a divorce, so... Has that changed?
No, I'm still going through with it. But Colin's not making this very easy. It might take a long time.
I've got a lot of time.
You know, loving Renee would be easy, but Asa... What about Sam and Will? I mean, I'm not about to give up the only family I've ever known.
Why do you think you'd have to give them up?
Well, something would have to give. I mean, I don't exactly feel like the missing link that's going to unite the Rappaports and the Buchanans. Look at me. I'm sorry, Blondie. I don't mean to lay all these problems on you.
Oh, stop it, for heaven's sakes. My goodness, you're helping me more than I could ever help you. It's very nice to be treated like a normal person again, you know? Not just a cancer patient.
You're not just a cancer patient.
I know that. I do. Speaking of patients, I think I've had it being one. I think it's time for me to get on with my life. All of it, the good and the bad. I need to get out and start to do things again. So, starting right now, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go to that big community center meeting tonight, okay?
You are something, you know that?
No, you and me, together, we're something.
Never gonna end.
Nope, never.
You know, I want to help you, Blondie, but I don't always know what to do.
Yes, you do. You know what to do better than I do. You know something? If you never did anything at all except just hold me like this, it would be more than enough.
I wish I could keep my arms around you every minute of the day.
Me too, but it would make walking difficult.
You know, all this agonizing over fathers and mothers and brothers. You're my family, Blondie.
Why didn't you tell me before that Sky is gone?
Well, I would have if I'd known it would make you so thrilled.
I have told you often enough. And now you can concentrate on what's really important.
And what's really important?
Blair loves you, Max.
You're right, loves me so much she left me.
Max, I know how happy Blair has always made you. You light up when she walks into a room. Happiness like that is too precious to lose.
You really care whether I'm happy or not?
Despite everything, I want you to be happy, Max.
Guess old habits die hard.
Well, you may not be blood, but you may be all I've got.
Does this mean I've won my way back into your heart?
Whatever little part is left there. I love you, Max. God help me. And you know that.
I hoped.
I just want you to understand that a big part of my heart belongs to my real son.
I understand. I'll take what I can get, and I'll be grateful.
As a mother, may I just offer this advice? Go after the woman you really love before it's too late.
Okay. You were really angry at Max. I understand that. He acted like an absolute jerk. But you just got what you wanted, didn't you?
And that would be...
He admitted that he loved you. He didn't love Sky. He said that. And I bet the farm that you are still in love with him.
Well, you know what? You're going to lose the farm, but I tell you this much, you can trust me on this. I'm going to make Max believe that I love him madly. Because that's an essential part of my plan.
Blair, do you hear yourself? You sound absolutely ridiculous. What is this plan of yours?
Like a story to cover or something, or like a baby to make?
You are over the edge.
Yeah,
and you know
you're not trying to get pregnant to save your marriage, please.
I don't know why I bother. If you hate him so much, just divorce him.
I can't. Not yet. I need to make sure when I do leave Max for good that I'm a very, very wealthy woman.
Why, you think that Max is going to give you a tough time over money?
No, but Asa will, and he's the one pulling the purse strings around there. I just want to be able to just have enough money to build a fortress, hire as many armed guards as I need to protect Star, that's all.
Protect her from what?
I saw Todd when I was in Cincinnati.
What? Cincinnati, what's he doing there?
I don't know. I mean, who knows about Todd? But all I know is he could come back to Landview and pull one of his little stunts. You know Todd, and I just... Before I'm done with Max, I just need to be prepared for anything.
Well, don't you think it might get a little lonely sitting in that fortress of yours? With all the armed guards?
I'll have Star.
Star's a child. What about the love and companionship of a man? Don't tell me you don't want that kind of love. Because I don't believe you.
What happened?
Some woman knocked the cart over and took off. I guess she got some bad news.
At least she didn't take it out on the doctor.
So, how does this work, this exploring her feelings?
Oh, I think we'll be able to figure it out.
Judy calls. I'll see you around.
Okay, I'll call you and then we'll make plans on how to explore them, okay?
Love. I married Max for love. And I stayed married to Max for love, even when I found out he was brain damaged. But then he played me for a fool.
Okay. What if he admits he made a mistake? You've made plenty of mistakes. And if there's still love, it's never too late.
Sure. Why don't you tell me how love conquers all in about 9 months when you're pushing a baby carriage for the wrong daddy?
Can I come in?
Should I leave?
No, you can hear what I have to say. I'll shout it from the top of the palace if I have to. Come on, Blair. We belong together, so let's just stop this nonsense and go home.
Frankly, Max, I'm a little underwhelmed.
I know, so am I. I was kind of hoping you'd fall into my arms and tell me you missed me.
Well, looks like we have another standoff then.
Come on, you guys. Let's stop acting like a couple.
Why don't you just stay out of this, okay?
No, Kelly's right. One of us has to back down. I guess it's just going to have to be me again.
You're rubbing me the wrong way, Max.
And I probably should have come here with flowers and jewelry, and I probably should have had a Spanish guitarist outside serenading you.
That's not you now, is it?
No, that's not me. Look, you and I together, we got something that it's just so right. It's amazing. I mean, even when it's wrong, well, when it's wrong, it's hell, but it's worth it. Ever since you left the house, it's like you took all the light and air with you, and I just can't see myself living there without you. Any more than you could live here without me. I know I'm right. I can tell by looking at you.
So, where does Sky fit into this little pretty picture?
She doesn't. I got rid of her.
Oh, but you have her on call just so you can keep me in line, right?
Blair, we've used every weapon we have in our arsenal against each other to hurt each other. Well, I'm through with it, all right? I promise I will never use Sky as a weapon against you ever again.
Maybe I don't believe you.
Yes, you do. Don't tell me to butt out.
Come on, can we please go home? Look, we can have the whole enchilada just the way we planned. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
You don't know?
I love you. Because I do love you. And I always will. Could you please forgive me? Would you be my wife again? Can you love me again?
I never stopped loving you, Max. I always have. I've waited so long to hear you say that to me. Take me home. I haven't even unpacked. See?
Okay, what are we waiting for? You ready?
I'm gonna say goodbye to Kelly. I'll wait for you. You just wait for me in the car. I'll see you there.
Okay. Kelly, thanks for the moral support, okay?
I am so proud of you. See? Now you don't have to depend on that stupid plan.
Well, I'm sorry I was so hard on you before.
No, it's okay.
Wait, you believed all of that? Oh my gosh, I am so damn good. I'm gonna fool everybody. I think getting back into the house was part of the plan, or at least a little bit of it. But it looks like you're gonna get to have the whole house, this one, to yourself. I mean, you and Kevin, Joey, and the baby. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
look for the plus sign.
Did a little reading up on your esteemed police commissioner. Some old newspaper articles online. One of the pieces I read on Bo was about his suspension from the police force. He beat some guy up in a bar or something?
A very angry man with a very large chip on his shoulder.
Really? Because, the version I read made him sound like the poster child for police brutality.
Bo is not brutal. But he is only human. He can be goaded if you push the right buttons, which is exactly what RJ did. It's very clever, Doctor. No more.
I'm only human, too. I just want to know about my competition.
Well, I'm not going to tell you anything that you can use against him. I won't help you hurt Bo.
You obviously still have some very strong feelings for him.
Let me put it this way. I'm not surprised that Laney's attracted to a man like Bo after years with a man like you.
Ouch.
And I'll tell you something else since you're so fascinated with Bo. He would never keep a poor defenseless woman like me kidnapped, captive, here. Yeah. Even if his life depended on it, let alone for some crazy reason I still don't understand.
Okay, well, thanks for filling me in anyway. Sounds like a real stand-up guy is going after my wife.
Bo's going after your wife, Colin. He's gonna win.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Good. Listen, Bo, I pulled some data on paternity cases with focus on court-ordered tests. There's not much there, but maybe you can find something you can use.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Any thoughts about Lindsay?
Look, Bo, I would do anything for you within my power. But if Lindsay testifies that she bribed Barnes, I can't grant her immunity. I mean, there's not a precedent that I could use, not even close.
Yeah, okay. I'll just have to approach it from a different angle. Have a seat. You know what? Should have known when I thought things were going so well today.
All right, now, does this have anything to do with that blonde I saw you with in the park?
Do you remember that time we were in a courtroom and I ran out because I was trying to find somebody?
That's the blonde.
She's Lindsay's sister.
Okay. So your life isn't complicated enough.
I know it's her half-sister, actually.
Oh,
Well, not that makes it any less complicated, no. But I've been interested in her before I knew her name, before I knew anything about her.
Well, you know more now, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And I intend to know a whole lot more.
Lindsay, something wrong? Does something have to be wrong? I just like to have a little heart-to-heart talk with my sister, that's all. You know everything I've been going through with the paternity question and how I've been trying to do the right thing for everybody.
Yeah, is anything new?
No. It just worries me that I'm so impulsive. You know, I act now and I think later, just like I always have. In fact, Dad used to say I should be more like you, more thoughtful and more careful. Not to mention more honest and trustworthy. And I really wish I could be like that.
Well, Daddy wasn't fair to you. We both know that.
Anyway, we're sisters. And sisters are supposed to share everything. Or at least try, right?
Well, it's been a long time since we've curled each other's hair and confided any secrets.
Well, the point is that we're back in each other's lives, and you've been a real friend to me through some really tough times lately.
Well, it hasn't always been easy being your friend.
You see? That's what I like. That straightforward, tell-it-like-it-is quality that you have. It makes people... Well, it inspires people to trust you. I'd really like to be more like that.
I don't quite know what to say.
I've done some really terrible things to people. Things that you would never think of doing. Sleeping with Colin was probably the worst. No wonder you hated me.
Yeah, well, that was tough.
Yeah. kind of person would sleep with a man that her sister is in love with. Someone like me. Not you.
You know, Lindsay, I'm really busy.
Hey, hypocrite. You're finally getting even with me, aren't you? After all these years, you're finally getting back at me for sleeping with Colin. You're trying to steal Beau from me.
This isn't gonna help.
Wow. Doing a lot of business tonight, huh, Ben?
Well, maybe word got out that you were expected.
Good one.
You've been keeping a low profile. How's it going with Ace's son?
I left him tonight.
Really? What brought you to your senses?
Well, You were right. I do deserve better, and I realized that and just took off.
How do you feel about that?
Lonely, scared, miserable.
And you came here for?
I don't know, maybe some sympathy, some understanding, maybe?
Okay, you set yourself up with a married jerk who's going back to the woman he belongs to, his wife. And you want me to feel sorry for you? Forget it.
Wow, Ben. Thanks for the understanding.
Sky. Sky!
Driver, I think you made a wrong turn. The community center's the other way. Driver, I'm sorry, did you hear me? We need to turn around. Excuse me. Sir, what is going on, please? Look, who are you?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
If you can figure out why you're here, maybe you can figure out how to get out of here.
You're a liar and a hypocrite.
I don't think we have anything more to say.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Todd, what is going on here?
Plunge into the sensational summer soaps only at abc.com, part of the Go Network.
We have a situation.
This Saturday.
How many? We have 174 cells on board.
There's trouble up in the sky.
This plane is going down. The only decision we have to make is where.
And there's only one man.
We have another option.
We can talk him down. With a chance to save them. Kiefer Sutherland.
Now.
The network premiere. Ground Control, ABC.